Well, all this work took me about 10 hours. So that's to place all these blocks and to actually dig out underneath to just give ourselves some room if we never need to do anything underground. But it's come together quite nice if we just get a bit of height. You can sort of get a good view. I think these, especially this one here is a little straight. I think these two are as well, but I think when we get builds in, we can sort of like push and pull the terrain here a bit so it'll look a little more natural. But for now, as you can see, we've got a couple Litematica boxes around some builds that we've already got. And that's because I want to do interiors in the 3 builds. So before we do that, I actually want to have installed a data pack, I believe. So if we put a block in the stone cutter, we can get ourselves some mini blocks. I've already made some Duke Blocks ones as well. And we'll need some redstone lantern ones. So if I can find some redstone, we need, I believe it's 4 redstone and a glowstone, which should be over here somewhere. Yeah, here's a glowstone. And then we can craft ourselves a redstone lamp and put it in here. We've got 2 versions. We want the lit version. And we'll need them for, I think this one we'll use the jukebox, and then our cartographer will use the cartographer table and the lit redstone lamp. But we need to gather the rest of the items. Actually, I forgot this one needs... This will be a bit of a spoiler, as this is sort of what we want to do. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 barrel ones. So let's craft those as well while we're at it. Although we should already have a barrel, we just need 1. We'll place it in here, and we've got all the mini blocks we need. So we'll gather the rest of the stuff, and you already got a bit of a spoiler of that one, but we've still got the other 2 that you won't see. So we'll gather those resources, and then we'll be right back. So I've got everything I need, at least for this building, so we can get a start on it. So we'll need to take out the floor. We need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks here. We'll need to replace these. Actually, I think we can leave these 3 there because you won't even be able to see them. So it's just going to save us some resources. So we'll do a bit of a checker pattern here with the calcite and blackstone, sort of your typical kitchen floor style. We'll put 3 smokers here with, I think, a couple polished bricks there. We'll then use these as sort of like your stove tops. We'll want to put ourselves a lantern above so we can take out these torches as well. Then we'll also want to do a nice little table set up here. So we'll want to do 2 there and then 2 there. And then I think we'll want to do something like this. So we'll place these there, go like that, put our sort of pressure plates down as a bit of like just plates. Why can't I English? I need to grab a flint and steel just to light those candles, which I should just have one lying somewhere in here. Yep, right there. So we'll go in here, we'll light those. That'll give us a little more light. And then in this corner over here, we'll want to do a fridge of sorts. So we'll place that like there. Then I think we need to get... I just need to get my reference up. We'll have a door. This is going to be a little annoying. I'll put these in first. So should go... that's too far in. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3. And we'll have a door. But we need to remove these blocks here so it doesn't go against... There we go. We want it to open like that. So then we can place these blocks back in, and we can fill up these to the roof like so. Oh, we don't want to do that. So we go 1, 2, and then we'll put in the last few. So this room here is done. We just gotta go into here. And actually, I don't think I need that trapdoor. So once we're in here, we'll need 2 barrels just in each corner. Then our mini blocks, we're going to have one there, put one up there. Then I think we'll go one there and one like so. And then I think our lantern goes, I believe it's, I don't know if it's there or there. I'm actually going to bring up that schematic. It was one off. So, yeah, that can stay like that. It's not too important. But I do believe that is this build done. Its interior. So we've got our hatch down to the actual breeder itself. So this building, it's going to be more like maybe a communal build. Like villagers can come in. Theoretically, obviously they're not going to be able to leave their house. But in theory, the people who live here, they come here, they can like cook food and store stuff. Obviously it's a little small for a communal build, but we can put our imagination. Then you've got the storage room here, which is also just a nice way to get down to our breeder, which we obviously haven't done anything to, and these villages are really loud. But we've got 2 more builds, so we can get those done, and then once they're done, we'll be right back. You are kidding me. I take out the lights for 1 second, and then realize I'm missing stuff, and a zombie manages to spawn and kills this guy. At least he won't despawn, but hopefully we should be able to at least get a start on healing him. We just need to make a golden apple, so 8 gold, that's perfect. We should have... Oop, don't want to do that. We should have a bit of charcoal there. Let's dump that in. That there. Now, we've got a brewing stand over in our original house. So, while we're at it, we might as well make 3 weakness potions. See, we need sugar. Actually, we only need 1. So we need sugar, brown mushroom, and a spider eye. So, let's just grab a couple. Hopefully we get a mushroom. Come on. Oh, we had one in there anyway. And then we should hopefully... Yep, there we go. So we'll make ourselves a spider eye, and we need to find a creeper. Hopefully one spawns somewhere. Because I need gunpowder to make it into a splash potion. So... there we go. Just right. 1 and 2. Perfect. So that should make us a weakness potion. We've got the gold brewing. So at least there's an opportunity to at least make his traits a bit cheaper. So put that in. And we'll get these potions done and we'll be ready to heal our villager friend. Okay, we got the stuff to heal our guy. Let's just put a boat in so we can trap him in it. Come on. Get in. Good. Alright, that way he should be out of the way while we do the rest of the interior. Throw the potion on him and let him heal up. Probably be a little while, so we'll get the rest of this interior done. And then we can go through the remaining 2 interiors this interior that we're doing right now, and the one we did for the mending villager. Okay, we've finished the interior in there. We're going to get back to that, but first I'm going to show you the interior we did for our mending villager. So we go in, it's quite cramped, which I actually feel fits for our mending guy. So we've got his little bedroom here. We've used the shelves as a bit of separation between the this opening hallway and where he sort of sleeps and does a bit of his work. So we've got a beehive, which I actually like as a bit of a bedside table. Then we've got ourselves just a small stove area and then a work desk. We've got a mini jukebox, so where he might play his tunes if he likes it. We've got a portrait of 2 villagers here, so maybe his parents or something, who knows. maybe from his home village before he moved here. And also his bookshelves where he's stored some of his books in. And then, so that's this villager. Also I chose purple because it feels kind of magical, which sort of fits with his work of enchanting the books. And then if we go over to our cartographer guy who's still healing. Oh, we got a kitty. But if he... Oh! He just healed himself. So let's look. Ooh. So cheaper trades. Let's get you out of the boat now. He should be safe now because we've got lanterns in. Let's also turn off hitboxes, but a bit more open. This guy's house. Use the same trick to sort of add a bit of separation. Red bed, I think it could be brown, but I think a bit of difference between the bed and the carpet works better in this build. Matches sort of the warm tones that we're going for. We've got a bit of a light here. Obviously, we've got a lantern above it, but, you know, we've got trapdoors, which that's sort of like a bit of a thinner part of the table, as well as the mini cartography table, which I think fits for his profession. Then we've got his workstation over here, as well as a smoker as well, as a stove again, and then another bookshelf and a couple paintings. I do actually like these paintings where they are, like sort of fits what we're going for. But yeah, we've got a couple good interiors here, and then obviously we've got our villager breeder house as well. But I think what makes this better is if you go and past the houses, like you can actually see that there's stuff inside, which adds a bit more life to the builds. So instead of just being, you know, empty on the inside like we've got with our enchanting build, which I actually don't know what I'm going to do for an interior for that build. And then this build here won't get a proper interior until we have a proper redstone sorting system, which that's still going to be a little while. But it's coming along nicely. Obviously, we've got a bunch more interiors that would have to do. But I think now I actually want to start work on the last couple buildings that we have planned. So if we go into FreeCam, we've got 2 buildings planned, and then we'll have to add more planning as further out. But I think this building might actually do for a bit of a small little library. I'm not too sure what I want to do for this build here. Yeah, I'll have to think of something, but I'm going to go and plan a couple designs, gather the resources that we'll need, and then we'll be right back. I've got some of the resources I need to build our library that we're going to do here. I have thought of an idea for this build. It's going to be a build for our fisherman villager. I think we might also maybe think of building a fishing hut somewhere, maybe along the river, potentially in the future. But I haven't got the resources for this one. I'm not going to time-lapse building either of them, so we'll get the 2 builds done. We'll get the resources for those ones as well and get it done. But we'll get these done. We've got all the resources, including for interiors as well, so we'll be back when these are done. And now it's done. We've got our library here. You can see a little bit inside there. You also have another villager house as well. But that means that this street is about 90-ish% complete for now. It might, obviously we'll probably extend it further this way in the future. But for now, all the builds that we've got planned out, in fact, all the builds that we had marked out for the initial bit of the city is done. Obviously, we've got more expansion to do. But let's go inside and actually take a look at the interior. So we've got a bunch of bookshelves, obviously, because it is a library. There's going to be a bunch of books. I did debate when I was planning having like some sort of desk or something where you go and check out, but I think we can have a bit of an honor system or something, like in theory, for the lore of the world. We've got ourselves a bench back here where you can read your books if you want. We've got some flower... Oop, didn't mean to do that. Some flower pots. Here, we've used sort of the trick where you have the decorated pots and then the flower... Where are they break so easily. I did not know that. But... Oh, we got a visitor. Hello, sir. Sir? What do you got for me? Ooh, I will be right back. I actually need gunpowder. Because I do not have a farm yet, and that's still probably a little ways away. So we'll grab as much gunpowder as we can, because I do not feel like going out and killing a bunch of creepers. So for once, you come in useful. But only 8, so not as useful as you could have been. Red sand, as that's not renewable, I will take some of those. Okay, you have served your purpose well. Let's relieve you of your pets, and then give you an expressway to the afterlife. There we go. Anyway, after that distraction, if we go back in here, we've got ourselves a shelf here. I don't know if I'll do anything with like armor stands, because I do have both a mod and a data pack that allows me to make custom armor stands and whatnot. I don't know if I can be bothered trying to do anything, but we'll see in the future if I think of anything. So that's the library done. I'm not too sure if I'm a fan of the pink up there, but I think I'll leave it for now. It's just a little bit of whimsy to the world. And then we'll go to this building. Now, it is facing outwards. We're going to put another road probably along here anyway. But if we go inside, I haven't put our villager in here yet. This will be his workstation, so we're going to have to... But we've also got a smoker here, so we're going to make sure that maybe he has the job when we bring him in. But we've got ourselves a nice little bedroom here. This is probably the one thing I do like that they've added in the last year, is these shelves. They make it so much more open and easier to do these interiors. We've got ourselves another mini block for the redstone lamp that looks like he's got his little light on, and then we've got a couple paintings. We've got ourselves another mini jukebox. Then in here we've got ourselves a nice little chair where you can read a book or look at the paintings. We've got ourselves a view straight into the portal, so you can just about hear it. So, but you have to be basically against the wall to hear it. We've got a desk here where you can work on. Obviously, can't really sit on it, but we've got a painting there. Nice little area to cook, but yeah, it's a nice little town we're bringing together. That portal is a bit loud, but we've done ourselves a fair bit of work. We've got 2 new buildings with fully finished interiors, and we've added interiors to 3 buildings. We've still got plenty of builds that need interiors. About like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 builds that need an interior soon. Like these 2 builds can't really add an interior at the moment. But that's going to do us for today's episode. Let's go over onto some new land over here that we built at the start of the episode. But that's going to do us. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we have some visitors. So yeah, you tell them. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure that they like Pillager. Alright, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!